Hello, welcome back yet again to another edition of Have You Seen? Podcast where we talk about movies and things of that nature. This is the fourth episode in about a week's time, and it had to be done. This is a movie I've been anticipating personally. Apparently, the person I brought with me today also was anticipating this movie, and I am back with Reese this time. That's 4 reviews in the past week. 2 with Reese, 2 with Tyler. We knocking them out. Reese, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. This is the quickest turnaround we didn't had for a review. I think maybe ever. I don't know, but yeah, I was definitely excited about this. I remember I saw the trailer for it. I talked to you about it, and we kind of, shared our excitement for it. We were curious if it was based on a book because it looked so goddamn in depth, which it was not. So that was, I was excited for this. This was something we had to do since we were both clearly excited.
Yeah. So I don't even know if I said the name of the movie. We're here to talk about The Creator, and it's a movie where, like, I saw the trailer, and I don't watch trailers usually.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer, and it was like I couldn't stop watching it. Mm-hmm. But then because I couldn't stop watching it, I was like, dang, they just showed a lot.
When I first saw it, I can't remember what movie I went to see when I first saw it.
I can't either.
I'm trying to remember because I haven't seen much over the last few months. I know it was a film I went to see by myself, but I saw the trailer and I'm like, what is this? How have I never heard of this? How have I never what? And I'm like, did they just show the whole movie? I'm like, but I still want to see it.
Exactly.
Like when usually, you can do that, you got something.
Yeah. Because definitely, like, anytime I feel like I saw the movie, I'm tapping out. But I was still curious. I still needed to see what was going on, and I'll say it up front. I'm glad I did.
No, for sure. I'm definitely glad I went to see it.
So let's get into it. The cast: John David Washington, Madeleine Yuna is the little girl, Gemma Chan, Allison Janney. Additional cast: Ken Watanabe, Sturgill Simpson, Amar, Chadha-Patel, and Marc Machaca. Directed by Gareth Edwards, written by Gareth Edwards and Chris Weitz, as you said, not based on a book at all. Quick synopsis. Against the backdrop of a war between humans and robots with artificial intelligence, a former soldier finds the secret weapon, a robot in the form of a young child. Some additional facts. Gareth Edwards wrote the protagonist character specifically for John David Washington after seeing his performance in Monsters and Men, which I found interesting. Filming on this movie began in January 2022, and principal photography was done by May 30th of 2022. That sounds like a very quick turnaround, which I would not expect for the movie this expansive.
Nah, hell nah.
It didn't look rushed to me. It didn't look like it was simple. It didn't look like 1, 2, 3 sets. Like they were in some places. Last one. Benedict Wong was actually originally supposed to be in this movie, but he had to drop out at the last minute. And he was replaced by Ken Watanabe. I definitely could have seen him in that role.
I could have as well.
Would have been. I don't know if it would have how it would have changed the movie, but I can see it.
Yeah.
We talked about seeing the trailer. What were your expectations coming in?
I had high expectations because of how excited I was, but they weren't very high because I felt like I saw most of the movie through the trailer. But I did have high expectations for this. I think this was the most excited I've been for a movie since Oppenheimer. A movie I've seen because I was excited for Ninja Turtles, but I still haven't seen it. I was busy around the time, didn't find time to see it. But as far as movie, I still haven't seen it.
Oh, damn. Oh,
yeah. Right. I may have to watch it on streaming. I think it is on streaming now. And I just found out my mom has Paramount Plus, so perfect. This is the most excited I've been for a movie I've seen since Oppenheimer. So pretty high expectations.
Okay. Trying to think. I can't even say I was really that excited about Oppenheimer, to be honest. So it probably goes a little bit further back for me. Um, I watched the trailer, right?
Mhm.
And so expectations wise, I was like, this looks like it's something. I don't know what the story gonna look like, but it looks like it's got some good world building. John David Washington's usually good. He usually picks good scripts. I'm willing to see it through. I'm willing to just tap out for a minute and enjoy this new little world or whatever. I thought it would at least be solid, even if I feel like I know what the story is already. So I definitely had positive expectations. I just did not expect to be like immersed or blown away necessarily. Um, with that said, I'm gonna get into this elevator review. Dang, I don't even know what to say actually. Now I'm thinking about it. So the synopsis kind of covers a good bit of it. We're in a futuristic world. Humans are fighting against artificial intelligence, and what I'll say is, dang, I feel is that a spoiler? Dang, I'm trying to think. Do you have one? An elevator review?
I can put an elevator review
All right,
together. Uh,
I'm trying not to spoil it now. I'm thinking,
you
man.
take bits and pieces, some of the best parts, some of the not best parts of like famous sci-fi fantasy films, molded them together into an original story in an original world. And this is kind of what you get. It's not perfect. It has its flaws. There's predictability, but you enjoy the world that you're in. For me personally, um, I got attached to some of the characters, but not all. Uh, over 2 hours, but doesn't feel too long. You enjoy the ride. Um, the climax hits a bit of a low point,
Really?
but there's still emotion involved.
Okay.
It's not as much action. There's more emotion than action.
Yeah.
It's more story driven than action driven. And I appreciated that. Not much of an elevator review. We probably went to the 12th floor with that
That's a
motherfucker.
whole review.
But yeah, probably went to the 12th floor with that motherfucker. But, yeah.
All right, here's what I'll say then.
I was trying to say stuff without spoiling
That's
anything.
what I'm saying. Like I'm trying not to get into detail. So a nice futuristic war drama between humans and AI that feels realistic is probably a way I'll put it. It feels realistic, good storytelling, good reveals. It's just a really good story, to be honest. Just
Yeah.
a really good story. And visually it worked as well. Like
I have to ask a question. Do you know what the budget for this film was?
no,
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
I do not know.
If you had to guess based off the visuals and everything, like based off what we've seen in like Marvel and big blockbusters, how much they put into it, how much do you think the budget for this film would be?
I feel like they use a lot of practical effects. 100 mil, 200, 150,
Give me one number, goddamn.
150,
No,
less or more,
less.
80.
Bingo.
What did I see? Did I know that? No, because I didn't listen to any reviews.
$80 million. This film looks beautiful,
Yeah, less
and
is
it's
more.
$80 million budget.
Less is more.
Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
And it's not even like the cheap less is more, like the James Gunn style.
Yeah,
It's not like goofy. No, it looked legit. Like the robots were pretty simplistic, but they look like robots.
I was trying to see how much it made during the weekend or so far.
I got the app like rate and like saved the
Okay,
box office. Bear with me. Let's see. Saw the creator 14 million.
okay. Wait, what?
That's what it says. 14 million.
Oh man, is that just for the weekend or?
Yeah, Paw Patrol made 22, Saw made 18, and the creator made 14. I can see what the gross is completely. They're up to 32 worldwide. like 32 and a half.
Wish more people were seeing this.
Yeah, most of it's coming from the international audience too. I
Yeah.
think it's a movie that'll do better over time. It
I,
had it came out a weird week. Like Saw and Paw Patrol were the two big movies.
Paw Patrol is fucking crazy, bro.
You watched it?
No, I'm just saying the fact that we're mentioning Paw Patrol is crazy.
It was the movie of the week, and it won the week. Kids movies do numbers. It is what it is.
And
Kids
Saw 86, like,
and I heard good things about Saw though. I heard it might like and it's good standalone. Even if you ain't like up on the rest of them, they said it stands alone.
uh, I just wish. I hope more people see this simply because it'll probably encourage more original IPs.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's a movie that should have legs.
I hope so. Yeah.
I think it should have legs. I think it should do good with word of mouth as well.
I thought the same thing about the blackening. But
I mean, and the blackening had less to make up. I think the blackening's issue was the number of screens. I don't know if this one's gonna have that issue, but we'll see.
Yeah, because this is playing at IMAX, so it's for sure like getting screens.
I don't know what's coming out next because I don't have my calendar updated. Depends on if it gets the opportunity, I guess, to play for a while.
I can check right now. I don't know. I don't think anything significant is coming out this week.
I think 2 weeks is when. No, hold on. Because me and Tyler talked about doing
a. Man.
Exorcist is next week.
Exorcist is this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exorcist is this week.
Killers of the Flower Moon on the 20th.
Then it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's probably not going to do too well. Because unfortunately, I think Exorcist is going to get a lot of.
Exorcist for sure going to go.
Yeah, Exorcist is going to do numbers.
Hopefully, it takes more of Saw's people than it does creators.
I didn't know they were doing a Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
I feel like I've been seeing that poster forever and I just never thought anything of it because it just reminded me of him being Caesar.
I saw the trailer for it. I think I'm gonna see that.
Okay. I'm still pissed about Beau is Afraid personally, but
I really want to see Killers of the Flower Moon, but that 3.5 hour shit, man. That's longer than Oppenheimer, bro. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like
I don't even know how to be excited about it, but 3.5 hours definitely is like, man, if they don't have a 10 a.m. showing or something, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, I usually do late showings. I can't do a late showing with that. I just can't do it.
That's put on my timeline.
Huh?
What you put on my timeline, man?
Now, when I saw that, I was like, yo, what is this? And somebody replied and told me what it was. I said, of course it's them.
See this.
What other show would do something like that?
What? All right. Well, now my day's ruined.
Did you see Brian Guzman's reply?
I did.
Yeah, of course it's them. I gotta watch the show though. I forgot it came out.
What's the show?
Gen V. The Boys.
Oh, I thought he was just talking about Gen V. Never mind. I was thinking like Gen X, Gen Z.
Oh, no. Gen V show. When I saw that, I said, of course it's them.
Gotcha. All right, back to the topic. So let's talk about the actual movie itself, the details.
That's a good name for a podcast.
What's that?
Back to the topic. I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay. What do you think about the acting in this movie? The performances?
It was good. I will say when I left this, I thought about you immediately. Because I was like, this kid is gonna be on his this kid's gonna be on his list, man. The kid's gonna get an award. Once I saw this, I said, oh, this kid's getting an award for sure from Bibbs. Like, no question. No question whatsoever. I do wish the kid had like Not anything to her acting. Just
Mhm.
the character had more character
Okay.
instead of just like a monotone, boring. But it's a robot, so I get it. Um, but the emotion that she showed was just,
By the end.
yeah.
And again,
And when we get to the spoilers, I'm gonna speak on it more because it says a lot to her performance, how I felt about it.
right.
But yeah, the emotion that she was able to show as a child. I don't even know how old she is. She can't be older than
That's
7.
what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, she
Madeline
can't.
Yuna Voiles. Let's see if I can find her age.
She can't be older than 7 or 8.
That's 9.
9. Okay, I
Let me see.
literally missed it by a year. It's fucking crazy. Um, Gemma Chan being in this, and it's like I
So
feel like Gemma Chan wasn't utilized the way she could be.
I definitely expected to see more of her.
Yeah, I expected to see more. Um, Out of the people who are recurring the most in this, you have John David Washington, you have the young child, Gemma Chan, I guess, and the 2 military people.
Allison Janney and um, Marc Machaca.
Yeah,
Machaca.
I would say the people I like the least were Allison Janney and John David Washington.
You didn't like John David Washington?
I like them the least. I
Okay.
didn't dislike them. I
Okay.
like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. What didn't you like about his performance?
He's just fine. It's like
Okay.
this kid is damn near out acting him. Like, and that's just like more credit to the child. Like he was good in this. It was just like you got to give me a little bit more. It's like it's the same thing. I don't know if he was supposed to be playing a character who was just like he's just got one motivation throughout the entire movie.
Right.
It's like without getting into spoilers, you know how he feels about AI. And it's a typical thing. You feel this way about AI, and then you see these things happening, and you're thinking, damn, maybe I was wrong. That's not him. Like, it's just the same thing through the
You know,
whole.
he don't give a damn about none of
He's
that.
seeing all of this happen, and he's just like, hey, we
It don't
gotta
matter.
we gotta do this. Like, take me to this, take me to this.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, it's just, I don't know. I just
Okay.
the singular motive, the tunnel vision motivation, especially in a film like this, just doesn't work for me. It's like his character doesn't really evolve or change at all throughout the movie.
I think that I think that's why they were they were able to do what they did by the end. I think it was okay. Um, and I think that's a testament to, I guess, the way he was written. But it is interesting that he was specifically chosen for that role based on the fact that, like you said, I'm not sure he got a ton to do with it.
Yeah.
He did have some good moments where he reminded me of his dad, like when he was like first maneuvering or trying to communicate with the girl and would like get frustrated.
He reminded you of his dad.
His just his voice and the way he like does things.
Okay, not acting skill wise, you
Mannerisms.
mean?
No, not his acting skills.
Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute. It wasn't a moment in this. I'll tell you one thing.
Just like his real personality came out a few times.
Maybe they didn't give him much to do, you know. But if you don't give much with Denzel Washington to do, he'll find something.
That's what I'm saying. Like I felt like he did find a couple moments to like be more than what the character was.
It's fair.
It was
There were a few moments. I'll say that there were a few moments.
But yeah, I think that's a testament to the I guess the character. And even then I would say that I don't know if they did a strong enough job of making it clear that did not give a damn about nothing else. Like he was just
No, I think they made that very clear.
there. Okay.
I don't know if it was intentional in the way they did it, but I think through his actions throughout the movie, they made that very clear.
We'll talk about that more in the spoiler section.
Yeah, yeah.
Pacing of the movie. You talked about it being over 2 hours, but not feeling like 2 hours. At any point, did you feel like, all right, we need to speed this up?
Um, did I ever feel like they need to speed it up? Not necessarily. I did get tired of some of the repetitiveness, like, oh, I'm looking for this person, and we get here, and the people show up, and we gotta run, and it's like that's kind of annoying. Like, can we just get to the point here where all of this converges? But I never felt like the movie was moving real slow. Um, I believe it was like 2 hours and 18 minutes or something.
Um, 13.
2 hours, 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like it. Like I said, I never got frustrated with how fast or slow it was going. I just got frustrated with repetitiveness. That's
Okay.
all. And the repetitiveness wasn't really even like constant. It was maybe like one or two times where I was just like, all right, let's just get past this, please.
Yeah. I'd say I think they kept it as tight as they could have. I'm sure they filmed more and maybe they had more Gemma Chan scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that they took out because they didn't need the extra additional context, I guess. Um, Personally, I didn't have a problem with the pacing either. I would say that the parts that would be slower, like if I had to like lay it out, are closer to the beginning. Like once things get going, you kind of get an idea about a third of the way through. You kind of it doesn't. I don't think there's any lags about a third of the way through. It feels like every scene, every step that they get, you're gaining something from it at the very least. So like it's not like they're just going through the motions by the back end of the movie. Favorite thing about this movie, or least favorite thing. You can do whichever one you want to do first.
My least favorite thing was the predictability by far.
Okay.
Like
Like
all the biggest plot points were so predictable.
I'll talk about that more in the spoiler section.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more in the spoiler section, but like it was, and I mean like not right before it happened, like, oh, this. I'm talking about like an hour before it happened, I called the shit. Like this is predictable. Favorite thing, the world building.
Okay.
The world building is my favorite thing about it. Like we said, even from the trailer, it felt like it had source material, and the fact that he created this from just an idea from nothing was great. That we've seen different stories of human versus AI, human versus machines, whether it be Terminator, iRobot, 2001: A Space Odyssey, whatever. I think this is an original take on it, and I wish they would have dived deeper into it, but I still enjoyed the world building. That was my favorite part.
So you kind of touched on my favorite thing. My favorite thing is that yes, it is an AI versus humans type movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a different take on that type of movie. And I can't say more than that, I don't think, without getting into spoilers. But that definitely was the thing that stood out for me the most. And the fact that it has clear messaging and clear parallels with like real life situations that have actually occurred, just adding the robot layer to it to make it feel different. But if you're paying attention, they're clearly doing some parallels here.
Yeah.
With some stuff. Least favorite thing. I don't want to say predictability. I want to say least favorite thing is I wanted a bigger action thing near it. I expected more action wise by the end than I
Towards the
got.
climax.
Yeah, like, and I enjoyed the movie despite that, but I think because I anticipated it and I didn't get it in that way, that it went the emotion route versus the explosion route. That would probably be my least favorite thing. Like you could have done both in my opinion, but it's cool. It's fine. Like it didn't hurt the movie, I would say, but that was like about the only thing I walked out saying, dang, I was expecting this the whole time and I didn't get it. Would you recommend this movie and how strong?
I would strongly recommend this movie. I would strongly recommend this movie. Simply for people to see like new original ideas, but I think it's an enjoyable film as well.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. I don't know if I said it on this podcast or not. I'm not really a sci-fi person. I really,
Me either. No.
despite being what I am nerd wise, I just don't. I can't usually get into, especially if you go too deep into like the lore and like come up with fake languages and stuff. Like I
Yeah, when
can't
shit
tap
start
in.
getting confusing to me,
Yeah.
it's
Once I gotta remember something you said to enjoy the movie anymore, like where I'm out. I'm
that's
out of
why I
it.
stopped keeping up with Star Wars. Because I'm just like, not.
Yeah.
I'm
I think I caught up when the John Boyega one was the first one was coming out. I watched that one, enjoyed it, and then I was done. Like I ain't watched a single movie show since. It is what it is.
game.
Yeah, I just can't do it. Like, even like Mr. Robot is not really sci-fi, but it just got the show got too smart for me.
That's
I
what
just
Rami Malek, right?
yeah, like it just got too technical and too smart for me. I can't tap in for that. Give me the emotion any day. I don't need all that extra stuff. Like this one is pretty. If you want an entry into sci-fi and AI type stuff, this is a good, nice, soft entry. It doesn't take a bunch of time explaining technology. Most of the technology you see is straightforward, which I appreciate. Quick break. Spoilers after this. After these messages. I don't know what I did just then.
I don't know what you did either.
I was about to cough and I caught it, and then I did a Terminator. Hello, have you seen listeners? If you are a movie fan, which I would imagine you are if you're listening to this podcast, and your local theater is a Cinemark, let me tell you about Cinemark Rewards. Cinemark has two different levels of Cinemark Rewards. The first being the Cinemark Movie Fan, which is a free level. You sign up for Cinemark Movie Fan, you'll earn 1 point for every dollar you spend at the Cinemark theaters. You can redeem those points for tickets and other rewards. You'll receive member access to screenings and advanced tickets. You'll get an extra discount on Tuesday and other exclusive member offers. Now, if you're a bigger movie fan and you're willing to put some cash up, the Cinemark Movie Club is $9.99 per month. You'll get all of the above. Plus, you'll get one free ticket every month. Again, if you're going to the movies at least once a month, this is already paying for itself. One free ticket every month, 20% off all concessions, and if you upgrade to platinum, it'll be 25%. You get to platinum status by attending movies, by the way, but that's neither here nor there right now. You're just signing up. You won't be eligible right away, but eventually you could get up to platinum status and get 25% off. You'll also have online fees waived. And that doesn't just apply to tickets. You can order your concessions online as well and pick them up once you go to the theater. Any unused ticket credits roll over to the next month. That means if you don't use your one ticket that month, it rolls over to the next month, so on and so forth. So if you're worried, what if I miss a month, then it's not paying for itself, Mike? Well, if you miss a month, it rolls over. You can watch two the next month if you like. Now, you'll also get member pricing for additional tickets you buy, and that is important. For more information, you can hit the link in the show notes. That'll give you the more details, and you can sign up today. All right, we're back. It's time to get into these spoilers. I feel like it's hard to talk about this movie without giving spoilers, which is probably why it was hard to shoot a trailer without giving spoilers. We've already said we like this movie. Already said we would strongly recommend this movie. Let's get into the details. So first thing I want to talk about is what I mentioned was one of my favorite things about it is that it's an AI movie, artificial intelligence versus human movie, but where usually the AI has gone rogue and we have to stop it. In this scenario, the AI has freed itself from the humans and have actually now created alliances in some countries with humans, but the Americans are like, we got to stop this dangerous AI still. The Americans are the bad guys in this movie.
Well, you need to give context as to why they feel like they need to stop them.
I mean, if we're in the spoiler section, if you still listening to this and you ain't watched the movie, You got to tell me. Now, hold up. I will tell you this because I didn't mention this already. I came into the movie a little bit late, so I don't know what they talked about before they went on the mission.
Oh, so you don't know why they
The first thing I remember, the first thing I saw was John David Washington talking to Allison Janney about finding his wife before they went out on the mission.
oh, so you don't know why the humans want to get rid of the AI.
I assumed, but if there's something more to it, you gotta let me know.
Well, in the beginning of basically in the beginning of the movie, or for the most part, they do a whole history, like a montage. Like the robots have been around since like the 70s, 80s, like helping humans. And over time, they've developed the AI and they started doing the thing like made bigger AI like the robots, and then they started doing the thing where you can donate your face scan to an AI.
Right.
Started doing that, and they used AI as policemen and stuff like that. It was a whole, to be honest, the montage that they did. I would rather see a movie of that.
The history,
The history,
like
yeah,
prequel.
yeah, something like that. But something went wrong, and the AI apparently launched an attack, and that's why LA looks the way it do. They nuked LA, like
They did discuss that in the movie after later.
they wiped LA out allegedly.
I was about to say, and it's told from the American perspective in the beginning, right?
It kind of like, since we're in spoilers, we can jump.
Yeah,
When he was talking to the guy in the prison, the guy was like, it was human error. Like
exactly.
we would never intentionally hurt humans, which was also fucking predictable, because America. But I'm pretty sure some Americans don't know that.
Right. And they wouldn't have told him because that's how America works.
Yeah, so that's why they feel the way they do
Okay.
towards the AI. That's why he feels the way they do, and that's why they feel like they need to wipe him out. But Asia was like, we fuck with them over here. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, these motherfuckers be watching my kids while I go chill. Like, I ain't. So yeah, that's the context behind it of why they're hunting
I
down the
think,
AI.
and so now that you mention it, I do remember that piece of it. I think I didn't have the context at the beginning of the movie. I think I got it by the end though.
You
As
also missed you missed a lot. You didn't miss a lot, but you missed like some key shit.
like 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, I think.
Like after that, we cut to John David Washington and Gemma Chan in bed together. She's pregnant. They, laughing, joking. Um, and then someone breaks in. It's an American. They're trying to find um
The whatever it was.
Namada.
Yeah, Nirmata or something like that.
Nirmata. Yes, Nirmata. They're trying to find Nirmata, and he's with the refugee people and Gemma Chan, and they go down and they attack the American. He's like, Bob Bob, who sent you, whatever. And they all go outside because the Americans are bum rushing the beach. And he stays in to fake. He's like, still has the gun to the American that infiltrated. And he's like, why are y'all here now? Like, I'm close to finding Armada, bop, bop. And Gemma Chan comes downstairs and hears him. Like, I thought you were out, bop, bop.
Gotcha.
And that's when she runs away. They all get into the ships. And what did they call that thing?
The Nomad?
Nomad, yes. Nomad shoots a missile down and blows them up. Like that scene you see in the trailer where he's on the beach and it's like,
Right.
that's that scene.
Gotcha.
That's why when he was like, my wife is out there, I'm like, bro, no, she's not. Like, you saw what I saw. Like, to be honest, I don't know how any of them survived that, whoever did. Like, but yeah, that's what you missed. That's
And I
all you
think
missed.
I feel good about that, or I feel okay with that because I get the answers later on in the movie. And like they tease it throughout also at different points. So okay, that's cool.
And his whole
What was I
thing,
talking about?
like the explosion, gave me big Skynet vibes, like Terminator vibes.
So So yeah, with that said, again, in this movie, the Americans are the bad guys, and the robots were the way that they pitch themselves is like, I think there's a scene where they say, what would happen when we win the war? Nothing. We just want to live and be free. Like we don't want to take over and enslave them or none of that. Like we've been living peacefully with these humans over here. We just want peace.
I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of like an icky American halfway through this film because because he was also working in like a junkyard or whatever,
Right.
and he was working with his coworker, and they cleaning stuff up, and an AI robot got out. And he was like looking for his family, calling for his family, and he just turned him off. And the girl was like, "Yo, that felt real." When he was like, "Hey, they don't feel shit, not real." And in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, yo, like chill out. They fucking robots. They don't feel shit. Like fuck them, you know." And then after a while, I was like, "All right, yo, y'all doing a little bit too much. Like they just chilling." Like,
You want to know what got me when I realized the Americans were stupid or crazy? When they started hopping out and just unloading on like
yes,
people that weren't doing shit.
yes.
I was like, goddamn. Like that was a regular person. They ain't even a
That's when I
robot.
was like, "All right, bro, y'all doing too much, man."
Like, yo, that's not even a robot. And then even like the peaceful robots with like the chic mat joints on, like they was walking up, they had no weapons on them. They was just walking up like ta
Like,
ta
oh,
ta. I was like, God,
like, is that
dog.
metal? Pop! Like, God damn.
They was unloaded on everybody. I was like, yo, chill. Like, and that's how like it wasn't no chance for diplomacy. Like they weren't trying
No
to talk to them
chance, bro.
robots
It
because they
was
didn't see
no
them as human.
talking. No
Not
talking.
once. What not? And the only time they did talk was to manipulate them when old girl had plugged the one robot up and like had her on the table, and then yeah, like they didn't give a fuck.
When she started doing that, I was like, when dude was on the road and she plugged his man, I'm like,
Oh,
bro, what are
cold
you
blooded.
like? Where are the ethics at this point? Like,
Ain't none. Ain't none. She's left him right there beside his body. He got to look at himself.
she's like a copy and paste character from Avatar. The general from Stephen Lang from Avatar.
Okay. Yep.
Copy and paste, bro.
Yep. And
Copy and
it's so here. Let's have this conversation. I know a lot of people don't like to hear it, but the American military, the United States, has done some crazy shit out here in these streets. And this movie is definitely intending to highlight that. There's no the fact that they straight up put U.S. Army on the guns and shit. Like they want you to know, like they're not beating around the bush. They didn't come up with no fake nation, no fake land. America, like this is America. That's what they want you to know. Do you feel like that's a problem for this movie?
nah,
Okay.
nah. It's real. So it ain't
It is.
it ain't a problem. It's real. Like, and if you want to hammer the point home, you gotta keep it real. This is who America is. And this is my thing. If you genuinely wanna if you don't want to accept, oh man, it was us that blew it up. Fuck it, blame the robots. If you
Right.
want to do that, cool, whatever. Get rid of all the robots in America. But if these robots over in New Asia is chilling with the Asians and minding their business,
They ain't
not
messing with
even
nobody.
they not worried about y'all. They not like
They
they get a
farming.
phone call like R2D2. What you say? Oh, they killed all the robots in America? Oh, we about to slide. No,
Right.
they didn't say that. They just like, man, we just want to live peaceful in Asia with our peoples, continue to be peaceful and happy. We don't want no smoke. We only shooting y'all because y'all shooting at us.
Right.
It's like the why you running if you're not guilty? What? Just me. Like they minding their business, bro. You could have just let the robots, the AI in New Asia do their thing, and y'all handle y'all thing there with no AI. But no, America wants to start a war because they can't mind their business.
They got to be the biggest bully on the block. They can't take a L and just accept it. They got to come back. They got to clap back, and they got to take it too far. They got to take it too far. And I like you mentioned the explosion in L.A. Like, imagine if Japan decided all Americans got to die no matter what after we drop the nukes on them.
I mean,
That's
they
that's
already
what
beat
this
us before.
that's what this movie is.
Oh no, wait, Japan didn't beat us. I'm thinking about
Vietnam.
yeah.
But that's what this movie is basically.
Yeah.
Like there was an explosion in LA. America said, "What the fuck?" and decided that everybody that looked like the people that they're blaming for it needed to die, no matter what. No exceptions. Every single piece of metal that move on its own gotta go.
Sound
Alexa,
familiar, like
gone.
a recent war, don't it?
Sound like a few of them. But yeah, they said they pulled from like wars over the past 60 years, like examples. But that's
I
what we do,
mean,
right? We just go up and decide everybody got to die indiscriminately. Innocent people don't give a fuck. Casualties is casualties.
a terrorist attack that happened, you infiltrate another country, racism starts just because they look like the people that they say did it. And then you find out that the one in LA was an inside job, and some people say the thing in New York was an inside job. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's a sensitive subject.
It is. It's again, I appreciate that they did not do any subtleties or
Yeah.
symbolism. It was straight up. And they used Asian countries. Like we got this, we watched them at the end when they decide to nuke everything. They're nuking legitimate Asian cities that are
Yeah.
recognizable.
Yeah.
Just straight up kill them all, drop the bombs because fuck them.
Like, damn, Oppenheimer just came out. Like, can we still on like bombing Japan?
I mean, like I said, I personally like that it was not subtle at all. It
No,
was
I did too.
point. Um, dang, I could stay on this particular piece for a
Yeah.
minute, but
That could really be the whole review.
I mean, pretty much like I love it because of the fact that I saw what was happening and I could feel it. And I'm glad they went the way they went with it. And then you get back into the actual details of the story that's being told with John David Washington's character. Should we get into that already?
Before that, another issue, a main issue I had with this,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just say this quick because I don't really need to get into it.
All right.
Is that with the issues going on with humans and AI, outside of the child, there's no AI character that they really get us attached to or whose perspective we really see, because this is a child. Yeah, they know, hey, I want robots to be free, but we don't have the perspective of someone who's lived through the war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the
And
Ken Watanabe character when he comes along, but that's deep into the story.
but he's barely in it.
Right.
He's barely in
we don't get enough of him.
And then it's like we think we lose him, but nah, he's really alive. And it's like they don't really have that character to pull at the heartstrings. I wish they did.
Yeah, like we get a couple good moments with him where like initially he's like not believing in the John David Washington character and questioning him, and then he sees him like step up and protect the child, and he's like, okay, maybe this dude is after all. Um, but yeah, I wonder if like I can't imagine if Benedict Wong signed on for that role. I feel like there had to be more. And I have to question, was it maybe intentional that we don't get the AI perspective until later in the movie, so that we can spend more time thinking that the AI gotta go, and then it's like, oh, maybe not. Like maybe it's not just the child that's okay. Maybe the actual rest of the AI is cool too.
I feel like if they had an AI character more prevalent throughout the film, they could have shown that instead of telling us.
Gotcha. Okay. I
That's
got you.
yeah.
Like maybe show it from both sides at the same time and let you
Yeah.
decide for yourself.
Instead of us just seeing John David Washington's side, who's clearly not changing his views on it.
Yeah, he didn't give a damn.
He didn't. Like
he said, AI, may I, like they told me to get this weapon. This weapon gonna know where my wife is. That's all I give a damn about. Like whoever got to die along the way got to die.
motherfucker said AI, EI, nomad, and foe.
Oh man. Trying to think if there are any moments that I want to talk about before we get to the big stuff. Oh, I'll say this. I liked that they did a good job with like where you see something small happen early in the movie that you know is gonna come back, but it doesn't feel as like heavy handed as it could have. Like the thing we talked about with the little chip in the back of the dude's neck.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like we
yeah,
knew
yeah.
that was gonna come back. Didn't know exactly how, but it felt like a when you saw it, you knew it would happen again, but you weren't 100% sure exactly how until it becomes clear how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. There were a couple other moments I can't think of off the top of my head that happened like that. You mentioned the predictability. I also felt it was predictable, but it was predictable in a I thought it was predictable in a good way, personally. I thought it was like I know I think this is gonna happen and I need this to happen, but they definitely made me earn all of it. Everything I thought was gonna happen. They made me earn it, I felt like.
I don't know.
I
Like
appreciated it by the end.
his wife Maya being their Mata, I called that, and I'm like,
I,
I didn't need that to happen.
I don't think I did. No, I
I
didn't.
didn't need the one thing that I did predict that I didn't need to happen was technically that robot kid being his child.
Yes.
I predicted that, but in a different way. I was like, okay, maybe she got hurt in the explosion, she she lost her child and then created this child. I don't know. But no, like she actually, while she was pregnant, scanned her embryo and created this child.
Right.
So technically, I mean, it doesn't look like a mixed child at all, but technically it's his child.
Right.
And I had an issue with that because instead of him changing throughout the film by seeing how the AI interacts with humans and being like, oh, maybe they aren't that bad. He doesn't change throughout this whole film or start caring about this child until he learns who the child is
Right.
or the connection he has to the child.
Right.
And that bothered me because it's like, okay, it doesn't feel genuine because you really still, what's your motivation now for taking down Nomad?
And I think that's the thing. Like, so if you're looking at this as a franchise, right, you would want to see John David Washington's character learn to, like you said, appreciate the AI, see that the AI kind of has a point and change naturally. But his entire motivation, the entire movie is, I don't give a damn about this war. I just want my wife. And then he learns that this child is his, and he's like, all right, I want to protect my child and I want my wife. He's all he cares about is himself the entire
Yeah.
movie, and which is why it was okay that he died because he clearly didn't learn anything, and we don't need that character around.
Like when I talked about the emotion she showed at the end, how it got emotion out of me, it was her acting
Oh yeah,
in that scene that got the emotion out of me. Cause I did not, there was no connection between them that made me feel like, oh, I don't want to see these two separated. He didn't give a damn about this girl for most of the movie. He only cared about this girl because it served a purpose for him
right,
and could take him to where he wanted to go.
right.
Him protecting the child, I didn't feel like, oh, he's changing. He wants to see his wife and the kid can take him there. Like that's all. And
Yeah,
even if that wasn't the case, they didn't show that in the film to make me feel like it wasn't the case.
not enough. Like there's little
Yeah.
scenes where he's clearly caring about her feelings,
Yeah.
but is he caring about her feelings because he can't have her losing it on the way to the place, or does he care about her feelings because he sees her as valuable and not a
Yeah.
piece of machinery?
They don't make it clear enough.
Right. They did not do that. And maybe that's his acting. Who knows?
It could be.
Like maybe another actor says, maybe I need to like have a moment where my eye kind of like lingers, or that type of thing where it's like, dang, like he's like thinking, contemplating. There wasn't much of that. He was focused on the mission the entire movie, and then the mission became protecting his daughter. Um, let's get to the big stuff, I guess. So you mentioned, oh, the scene. I got a scene that stuck with me. So throughout the movie, we know that the child has abilities, right? We know that they're going to continue. She's going to continue to use the abilities. I thought she would get stronger as the movie went along. She does do a little bit more here and there, but like they never used it where they didn't have to, pretty much, throughout the movie. The one scene that I thought was hilarious was Allison Janney's character is confronted. She's confronting John David Washington, an old girl at the machine. She got the gun on her. Ken Watanabe rolls up on him. He got the gun on her. Two of her people got the gun on him. Classic scene, right? Who gonna pull the trigger first, etc. and so forth. So he pulled the trigger. He also takes one to the rib cage or whatever cage, the metal cage.
Couple. I thought was it one or a couple?
Did he take? I only saw
I think
one
he took
hole.
one. I think he took one.
He might have took two to the same place, but it was one hole. It was one hole in his body. Yeah. And like nothing, like she just kind of boom like that, and nothing really happened. And I was like, he definitely stuck something on her. Like, ain't no way that he whatever he shot just bounced off.
Well, I noticed because if you remember, they did that in the infiltration scene with the girl on the helicopter. Which, first of all, I would have threw her off the motherfucker.
I was about to say, like, what are they having a conversation for?
Ain't y'all in the military? Don't y'all know, like, hey, we got to do what we got to do? Like,
I'm about to say, toss that bitch. Like, you try to have a conversation. Like, you don't know how much time is left on his timer. All you know is she's a bomb. Yeet. That would have been that. Like, no, I'm so sorry, Janice. Nah, she's about to die, bro. They don't need to talk.
It's us or you. Goddamn.
Right. You can apologize after her feet are in the air kicking. Like, my bad, boom. Like,
throw her ass out the goddamn helicopter like jazz.
That pissed me off. I think I laughed actually in that scene. I was like, they just gonna let the bitch blow up all the bitch. Okay. All right, R.I.P.
Whole team dead because y'all don't want to sacrifice one person.
Because you want to be a nice guy. And her dumb ass should have jumped off anyway. Like, you supposed to protect the people. You standing there ain't helping nobody. So because you scared, we all gotta die. Nah, that pissed me off.
Kick the ass off like fucking Gerard Butler in 300.
That exactly. Like, it wouldn't have been no conversation, no apologies. I got to survive. I'm sorry. Anyway, so she got the thing on her back. We both knew something. It was there, and the little girl tried to save her. She had the thing going. And then the goofy dude want to pull the trigger, and now she's blowing up, and now y'all blowing up. Congratulations, you played yourself.
That was very anticlimactic though, because I'm like, so she gone just like that, like no fight, no nothing. Like,
and I think, and to add much more to the not anticlimactic nature of it, if we're talking about people coming to understand and appreciate the AI is not all bad, nobody saw that shit happen. So it's not, we gained nothing from that. Like, if one of her people was off to the side, like, oh wait, I think she tried to save him. No, you know,
it was no point in her trying to save them,
right?
When no one said, "Wait, you tried to save me."
Exactly.
Like, if it was just a scene where they was about to shoot, and she was like, "Wait, did you stop that?" Now maybe that would have been corny, because up until that point she was ruthless, like on a mission. I don't think she would have just stopped, but at least acknowledgement, something like
it's for the audience. The audience sees it, but we already knew she's not a bad person. Or
I think that was made for them just to look like idiots.
It definitely was hilarious. Like, I was like, these dumb, they didn't even realize that she was trying to save them. So back to the predictability. So in the last, I guess the climax with John David Washington and do you want to talk about the bridge or the war stuff, or do you want to get straight to the nomad scene?
What you mean, the bridge?
Like, when the one battle we get where the Americans are attacking and Ken Watanabe and them are out there.
I don't know if there's much to talk about there. It was the best action scene in the movie.
The bridge and whatnot.
Huh?
The bridge stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that was definitely a fun action piece.
Yeah. I will say, the minute they were talking and they were like, you know, she won't survive if she goes up there and takes down Nomad, I'm like, oh, John David Washington's gonna die.
Okay.
This is why I said predictability. And to be honest, it's just because a lot of this stuff is pulled from other side. Right. You could tell this guy made Rogue One.
Yeah, he wanted
the climax of this film screams Rogue One.
He wanted you to know.
Yeah. And hey, Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie. but the ending screamed Rogue One, and that's okay. But predictability.
I got you. So I'll let you talk about the Nomad and the final scenes with John David Washington and old girl. You mentioned already that the emotion got to you. Um,
The
when oh, go ahead.
the emotion got to me. Her acting was just that good. I saw it coming where I knew she was gonna make it out and he was gonna die. I didn't know how it was gonna happen. Um, but I think she acted very well in that scene. He was his normal self throughout the whole movie. I don't know. The whole switch, it just didn't work for me. How he just all of a sudden wanted to take down Nomad, didn't explain his motivation for it at all. Nothing. But whatever. When they go up there, I'm confused as to what his plan is because I'm like, what? Why are you climbing on the missiles, bro? Like, what?
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I didn't understand that.
Unless he just didn't want to be inside because they would shoot him.
But well, I guess he did it to like stick the bomb on the missiles so the explosion would be
A
more
chain
prevalent.
reaction.
Yeah, but the Nomad scene I will say was intense. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, suspenseful.
Okay.
Suspenseful. It was somewhat suspenseful. Um, I don't know. In films like this, it feels right. I guess since it's not really an action movie, it didn't matter to go up against a boss, a big bad. But it just felt like at this point he was going up against America, the military.
You didn't see the
Nomad technically
transition.
was for the AI. Nomad was the big bad
Right.
because that's what they were trying to stop. Um, I don't know. It was something missing from the Nomad scene that just not took me out of it. It wasn't bad. It was just like it felt different than the rest of the movie.
So in all of this, we've been talking about Gemma Chan's character, and we know that her face was used on different robots, which I knew would come up eventually. We saw him like pull her neurons or her whatever brainwave activity from her body as she died. So we knew that was gonna come into play. And so like the girl finds the robot, and I'm like, cool. So she gonna come in like while John David Washington is trying to like close this pod, and like they're gonna get in it together or like go off and be a family or some shit. But we also knew that neuron thing only lasts for so long. So I was questioning how exactly that would look. But then when it doesn't happen that way, I was like, okay, so he's definitely not gonna get in this pod, and they're gonna get like a dramatic scene together at the end. And they did, and it worked for me. Like as far as like the emotional thing, like it added another layer to it to see them get to be together, I guess, and have that moment, even though they're about to die, as well as the girl who went from, like you said, having no emotion, barely speaking, to like crying and screaming, and then coming to the realization that like, I mean, I guess she's a leader now and like a deity to these people, and she got to do her thing.
My thing was, I understand this is her memories and stuff, but she just like that excited to see the guy who lied to her for forever and just you ain't think about that?
I don't know what
Maybe
she
I'm thinking too
knows.
much into it.
Yeah, I don't know what she knows because like a lot of time has passed. Like a lot of time has passed since that went down. Like I don't know what information she has access to as far as what he's been doing.
Yeah, a lot of time has passed since then, so that's the last thing she remembers from him.
I mean, do we know that just because she in a coma don't mean she not taking in information? People be in a coma hearing everything.
I doubt she's hearing anything about him.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what she.
I will say
The
though,
thing in my
them
head.
having that moment together and then the thing blowing up literally was. Have you seen Star Wars Rogue One?
No,
It's literally a scene in Rogue One.
gotcha. So he was lazy about this one here.
It's. I think. I don't. Do you ever plan on watching it?
Rogue One,
Yeah.
probably not.
Okay. I'll see if I can find the scene and send it to you.
All right. Finally, if you're here, you also probably like television. And you may be looking at different options for cutting the cord, and one of those options is Philo. Philo offers 70 plus top rated television channels, including MTV, BET, AMC, A&E, Discovery, VH1, Food Network, Nickelodeon, OWN, History, TLC, Lifetime, Hallmark, Paramount, TV One, and more. All for just $25 per month. Philo also offers premium add-on channels, including MGM Plus and Stars. Philo has live TV, unlimited DVR. That's right, not all these places have it, but Philo has unlimited DVR on demand, and content from top programmers are available on your web browsers. iOS, iPad, Fire TV, Roku, and Chromecast functionality on Android mobile devices. This is excluding first-generation Chromecast devices. And Philo's on-demand library features 75,000 movies, shows, and specials. Philo offers a 7-day free trial for new users, so you can sign up today, again, at the link in the show notes, or at the link on the bibscorner.com website on the Support Your Show tab. You can click the link in the show notes. There are two, actually. The first one gets you straight to signing up if you don't have any further questions, if I've broken it down for you well enough. The second one will take you to a page that does have more details if you want to read a little bit more. All right, let's get back to the content. So I think that the girl, the acting that she did in that last scene, if she doesn't deliver the way she did, the movie probably doesn't hit the way it hit for me.
It doesn't. That last scene definitely doesn't hit the way it is.
Like, it's great action wise, it's interesting looking, you know, you get the romantic thing. I don't think that none of that would have worked for me without the little girl.
To be honest, the romance stuff didn't work for me at all because the scene, we only saw a few seconds to a minute of Gemma Chan and John David Washington's character together. And they show a few flashbacks like throughout the movie to show their history, but it's like, I'm not buying this shit.
I will say it worked. It didn't, like, I didn't connect with it, but it worked because
I didn't connect with it. Yes, that's what I meant.
It worked for me in the sense that this is what he wanted the entire movie.
Yeah.
And he finally got it. Like, okay, cool. He got what he was looking for, type of thing.
And then we finally get to it and we're like, oh, she's dead. Anyone with a brain would have known, like, she's not stable. She's not alive, except for him. Like, it's the U.S. government. You don't think they can fabricate something to say she's alive just to get you to do what they want? Like,
but what is his motivation? His wife? Yeah, tell him he's out. She out there.
Like, come on, man. Like, I understand this. What you like? His friend was telling him, and he got his friend killed.
I'm about to say, he went, showed up, ruined that man's life, got his woman killed, then got him killed,
and showed no remorse.
Didn't give a damn.
Dude was dying. He said, "I'm right here. I know you're right here. You're the reason."
Said, "Yeah, if you weren't right here, I'd be chilling. Like, life would be good. Like, what you
I'd
mean?
Be chilling, getting some robot ass right now."
Robo Cheeks is crazy.
Robo Cheeks is crazy.
He called her baby, didn't he? John Day
Washington. Yeah, John Day Washington was like, it's like two white guys. You finally link up with one of your old white homies. Two white guys link up, and a black lady walk in, and she like, "Yeah, you want me to get you drinks?" And he thinking like, "Oh, she the help." And he say, "Yeah, thanks, baby." And he looking at his white friend like, "Oh, this what you want?" That's the type of vibe it gave off. That's the type of vibe it gave. You can't say it's not the vibe it gave off. You can't say it's not the vibe.
Tell the story. I can't tell that story.
Wait, what?
I can't tell the story. I'll tell you after we get off. I'll tell you after we get off.
Oh my god.
Oh snap. I'm here crying. But yeah, man, like, dude, I can't even think right now. Hold up. Dude told him like, and dude didn't even want to tell him like, yeah. So we have found out that your wife was actually the targets, and I ain't really want to tell you. So yeah, they knew the whole time. Everybody know but you, buddy. Everybody knows but you.
Like when they landed in that place and you saw the way it looked, he should have known. Oh, he was like, oh damn, yeah, she can't be here. Like what? Why do you? Where is she at out there, bro? Where is she at out there? Bro came up and said, "Yo, we gotta get up out of here." Bop, 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 bop. I'm like, oh man, this. Like we finally get somebody else around these two, and he gets clapped.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised the friend died. I'm not gonna be like
that soon. Yeah,
that was crazy.
We just met, bro.
That was crazy.
I'm surprised he even went with them after you came into his life and got his woman killed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude was just that cool with his life getting blown up. Like, usually the friend is like, you got to go. Like, hey, man, I got a good thing going right here. Here's your information. Get the fuck out. But he went with it. He went with it. What scene stuck with you the most? Or what's a scene that stood out for you? I guess we both enjoyed the conclusion.
Ironically, it was that scene we just talked about because that was the first time I saw the kid show emotion.
Okay.
He was like, where is she? Show me where she at. Bop, 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 bop. And the kid just started crying.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I can't tell. I think this was intentional. I can't tell if this girl is crying because of the way he's reacting to her or if she's crying because she knows the truth. That's what I thought when I saw that. And even though we find out what happens to her, I still don't know if that's the reason she was crying like that. Because she knew who she was the whole time.
The child did?
Yeah.
In relation to him?
In relation to, because he showed her who she was. He showed her a video.
You mean the mom?
Joshua showed the little girl, video of Maya.
Right.
So that whole time, Maya knew who she was. So she had to know her situation, her condition. I think.
How? Because she was, well, no, because they told, when he comes into to the little girl, they tell her to go to Nirmana, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she knows who Nirmana is. Okay. That makes sense.
I don't know, but that scene stood out to me.
Yeah. And I halfway missed it. I caught it, but I missed it because he apologizes afterward.
Yeah, he apologizes right after.
And I think that scene is supposed to be like a turning point type of scene where he realizes he got too focused on the mission and stopped.
And I still didn't buy it. Like, even though he did hug her and embrace her, I'm just like, maybe it's his acting.
Yeah, he's very dry. He has
a
very dry affect, which is why initially his name was the first one that came up for T'Challa after Chadwick passed. But then I was like, I don't know if he really got the
he ain't got that
gravitas, if you will.
Nah.
And I don't think he does. I think he can do it with his voice, but his face just doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. He's not expressive. Anything we haven't touched on?
I don't think so. We didn't really touched on like little points of mostly every significant scene in the movie.
You want to grade it?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm gonna pull up my grading scale. We're gonna go by my grading scale here. I'll read out each one so you know what we're doing.
Yep.
So the first question is, did the movie accomplish what it set out to do on a scale of 1 to 5?
4.
I think 4 is a good number. That's where I'm going. Overall entertainment value or recommendability?
5.
Oh, you going 5?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 4 personally. Might be a little bit too much for some people.
that's true. But yeah,
Emotional connection to either the story or characters.
3.
3.
Yeah.
I might go 4 because it almost got a thug tear out of me. Almost got a thug tear out of me. X Factor. Was there something about this movie that was different? Whether it was great acting, something completely fresh that stood out for you that makes this movie different.
4.
Worth talking about because it's different. You said 4.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere between 3 and 4. Give me a second. Oh, I can go 4. I can go 4. I think I'm gonna give it the 4 on the different angle on the AI thing because everybody
Yeah,
wants
that's
to
what I
be
did.
scary about AI, and this one kind of gives you a different idea. Did this movie? I already know your answer. Did this movie keep you on your toes or keep you guessing or like not knowing what to expect next?
A 2.
Trying to think. I could go 2 or 3 here because while and this is what I told my friend, if some stuff was predictable, like I expected things to happen, but it didn't happen at the timing or in the way that I expected it to happen. So I kind of want to give it credit for that. I'm gonna go 3. No, I gotta go 2. Actually, I am giving it credit for that. That's a 2 though. All right, so that comes out to you said 4, 5, 3, 4, 2. So that's 9, 12, 16, 18 out of 25. I got 4, 5, 4, 4. So that's 9, 13, 17, 19 out of 25. And that comes out to 37 out of 50. It's a good movie, folks. 37 out of 50, 3.7 out of 5.
It's not bad.
7.4 out of 10. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's
What's
not bad.
IMDb got it at? Let's see. 7.2. Metacritic has it at a 63. Okay. Yeah. Again, not rewriting the genre, not rewriting, changing the game necessarily, but some fresh ideas.
Yeah.
Some interesting, decent, good performance from a young character. You know, I love that. I had fun with this movie.
I did as well. I don't think I'd go out of my way to see it again. If it's on and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just watch this.
Easy
Maybe.
watch.
Yeah.
And I need to see the beginning. So
yeah, that's true.
I think that's all we got. I think we can get up out of here. Appreciate you coming on. Did you say which movie you were trying to see next?
No, but we'll talk about it. Nothing I want to see comes out this week.
I think me and Tyler said we were going to do The Exorcist. So unless you wanted to jump on that,
I'm not going to see that.
Then by all means, peace.
Peace.